Princess, you could never guess how happy I am to be here.
Yeah, I bet you are.
It's a good thing you don't bring your old man along on trips like these.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's just leave my husband out of it.
This love affair. This love affair. This love affair. On my heart.
Hi, I'm Junior Giscombe, and you're watching the Real Soundcheck Podcast.
Hi, this is Carl McIntosh from the group Loose Ends, and you are watching the Real Soundcheck Podcast.
What's up, people? This is your boy Omar saying you're watching the Real Soundcheck Podcast.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey. It's Monday, it's 9 p.m. Welcome to the Real Soundcheck Podcast. My name's Butch Cassidy, and I'm here on my lonesome. There's no one around. It's just me. Nah, the guys are going to come in. Some of the guys are going to come in. Big shout to the rest of the family. You know how we do. DJs sharing their minds, sharing their thoughts, talking about what's happening, what's up, what's left, what's right. It's another week, and we thank the Lord and praise be that we're here to do this again. So welcome in. Big shout to everyone in the chat that is already in. Tropo Daffy, I can see you. Who is in there? Mad Trini, I see you. Uzo, I see you. Good evening and welcome. Please, we're doing something different. We are changing. We're trying to restructure what's going on, and we need you to come on that journey with us. So big up everyone that's on the YouTube. We're only on YouTube today. Yeah, we will be going back to Twitch later on, but we're only on YouTube today. Hello, marketing consultants. Thank you. Is it loud? Oh, that might be just me. All excited. But yeah, salute. Thank you all. Melissa Deans, nice to have you here. Hello. Can you ask why? Yes, because okay, I'll tell you this, which is a good question, and I think you lot do deserve this. Alt TV and the Real Soundcheck wasn't making sense, was it? You were going to Alt TV to look at the Real Soundcheck, and we took some advice for some people. Everything needs to be the Real Soundcheck. So the YouTube, the Twitch, the Instagram, everything needed to be uniform. So we've had to just shift some stuff over, get new accounts and sort things out. So it's just a social media thing. Is that my mic? Does my mic sound distorted? Is that me? If it is, let me know. Oh, it makes sense. Thank you. Hello, marketing. It was a bit bent up still. Yes, it was. So we were shouting out Alt TV and then telling you to watch the Real Soundcheck. Nah, not anymore. Now we're on the Real Soundcheck YouTube. We're going to be on the Real Soundcheck Twitch. We're going to be on both. And, we've got the Instagram and so forth. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. What's happening, brother?
I'm good, man. You good?
Yes, I'm here, man. Diesel's in the building.
Yeah, man. What's happening, people? Good evening.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, man. They are.
Gosh. They said I've got to turn down my mic. I'm not too sure. Is that down?
You're a little.
Is that down?
It just sounds a bit reverby.
Ooh, hello. Tell me if that's down or up. Is that better?
That's a little better.
Check. I haven't touched nothing yet, really. That's it, really. Yeah. Just let me know if that sounds okay.
It sounds like it's not coming through your mic.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't say that.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's coming through your computer.
How about that?
That's the one right there. That's the one.
Yes,
bro. That's the one.
Yeah, you see, it's all new things. Is that better? That's better, isn't it?
Better.
Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Thank you. Who's LL Marketing? I need to know who LL is. Thank you. The B-side mic. Yeah, you know it's the B-side mic. There we go.
That's better. Good evening, Joy. How you doing? Hope you're well.
Yeah.
Hey, man, people coming true.
People are coming true. That's good. That's what we like to see. Thank you all for doing that. Thank you for following us. And Diesel, you here, bruv?
I'm here, mate.
How's your weekend? Your last week been since the last podcast?
It's been pretty chill, to be honest, man. Just, back to work and you know the one's holidays over when you go back to work, isn't it?
It's so weird. It just brings a different
that's it. And all of a sudden, you was in a different country 2 weeks ago, and it suddenly feels like it was 6 months ago. You know what I mean?
You, it must be crazy getting all that good food and sunshine and the motherland and back to this concrete jungle.
37 degrees, that's all I can say.
Oh, don't do it, bro. Don't do
37 degrees. It was like 30 at night, man. You couldn't sleep because it was so hot, so.
Oh, dear.
Boy.
Big up Empress Diamond. What are we discussing tonight? We'll let you know. We're just having a little catch up. And ting. But so the weekend's been fine. Family's well. Everyone's all right, yeah?
Weekend was good, man. I started training back with my American football team. I coach under 19s, London Warriors.
Oh, okay.
So my first session back was yesterday, and it was great, man. We got a lot of people come for the beginning, and I'll give that a little plug for anyone that's down. London Warriors, if you've got any kids under 19 that are interested in playing American football, then hit me up, or we train at Sellers. Behind the field behind the Brit School, and we're there from 10 o'clock till 12 every Sunday. So, but if you want any information, just hit me up.
There we go. Anyone's children interested in American football, that's a good shout. I used to play as well. I know you played. I used to play as well.
I played for 33 years, mate.
You're good, mate. I think I lasted about 3 or 4. That was it.
Yeah, no, it was therapy for me, man. I'm telling you.
You've been warned by Empress Diamond not to chat about your sunshine adventures. You're making people jealous.
I won't. I'll just leave it to 37 degrees. I mean, I'm here now, so I can't even gloat about it anymore. You know what I mean? I'm here shivering with everyone else, so it's all good.
Good evening, going out to Wendy. Nice to have. That's a new name that I haven't seen.
That's Soca Rider.
Oh, is that Soca Rider? Oh,
that's
right.
Soca
See,
Rider.
I've got everyone's different names now. They're using their Google. Nice to see you, Soca Rider. Yeah, man.
Hold on, before we even go, I didn't even ask how your week was.
No, my week was okay. You know what? After my time off, I had a little bit of holiday, and as you can see, I repainted the whole apartment.
Yeah, you said you were going to do that last week.
The last bit, yeah. I got the last little bit to do in the bedroom.
Cool.
And
cool.
I've just, when if I don't know, everybody does it, but at the start of the year, you do kind of want to refocus on certain things. But it's actually doing it, which is the thing. So exactly. I actually put pen to paper and said, "Go on, right. I dare you to write a list. I dare you to write a list of things that you need to tick off for the year, just for the year. It's no stress.
Oh gosh.
But this year I've got 2, and I think it felt good just to see it, just to see what I want to achieve.
So it does make sense. Yeah. I mean,
it's one of the things I've done this week.
100%.
Caught up with my mum. She come back from Hawaii. She went to Hawaii.
Oh, so,
wow.
That must have been nice. You even said it properly.
Yeah. So, she was down there. So, caught up with her.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. And as you said, back to the grind, man.
That's it.
One of them.
That is it. Yeah, no, I hear you. Boy.
Should we let them know what we're talking about?
So where we at, mate? I think we should,
Right.
Mate.
Yeah, I think we should. We are going to be talking about Notting Hill's Carnival have put the word out that they are going to be tightening the strings on what music can be played on the road. That's it. I want everyone to understand, not in the whole of Carnival, on the road. We have a special guest. He's waiting in the wings. He's going to come in. He's a DJ that plays on one of the mass bands. But before we get to invite our guest in, I want to ask you as a DJ a question, because you play mainly on sound systems, or have you played on the trucks before?
No, I'm on the sound system.
Ah.
So, yeah, I think I've done a truck once, and that was a very long time ago. So, yeah. I'm based on a stage, unfortunately. I'd love to be in a truck moving, but I'm based on a stage, which is great. So
yeah, I've done both. I've done truck 1 year, and then a couple of years later, a couple sound systems and so forth. So I think because the both of us have played Carnival before, we can definitely rap with this gentleman who we're going to bring into the stage. And
100%.
Let's unpack this scenario. Is Notting Hill right for doing this? Are they wrong for doing this? Has it been around for too long? Let's see what Mr. Credable has to say. So let's welcome Mr. Credable to the chat.
Yeah, what's going on, Creds?
Yeah, man, you good? You good?
Yeah, bless, bro.
You all right? Yeah,
good to have you here, Mr. Credable.
Yes, good to be here. Good to be here. Yeah, definitely a subject I can talk on for sure.
That's good. Big up to everyone in the chat. If there is any questions for Credable, please just bear with us. We will get through to you, and definitely put up your question. Uzo, Miss Uzo says hello.
Shout out Coco Pop Sweet. How you doing, girl? Hope you're well.
Good.
There as well. He's saying.
Yeah, man. Shout out your people. Them. That's fine. No problem. Yes, I think it's a good idea. Let me show this one. What's this one say? Yes, I think it's a good idea. Start banning that degrading music which attracts the wrong individuals for misbehaving activities. Oh,
just remember who wrote that. Just remember who wrote that.
Who wrote that?
Isn't that UK Web Boy?
Oh, is it?
I think so. I think so.
But which music is degrading? Because for some people's eyes, soca could be very degrading. The amount of walk up and behind and everything else. So let's unpack the whole thing first. So, but anyway, Credable.
Yeah.
Where did you start? How did you start playing music? Let's do a little bit about you while you're here. How did you start playing music, bro?
So I guess I started my own promotion in 2007, which was 100% Soca weekly thing down at Corks, for those that remember. And yeah, started DJing about 3 years after that, something like that. You know.
So you were a promoter first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that was Corks off Oxford Street, just at the top there.
Yeah, Binney Street, mate.
Binney Street, yeah,
man.
Oh my god.
For a good long time. Used to party all the time, every Wednesday and Friday and all that kind of stuff. But then
yeah.
Wanted to do our own thing, and you know when DJs, they like to come late and don't want to play. So I ended up doing the early shift, and I was like, oh, I kind of like this, and just started playing.
So it was partly necessity of your own promotions and everything else. Okay. And then around that time, was it just your own events, or did the name start to build? How did Credable get to move around the city?
Yeah, it was literally just my event for 1 or 2 years. I think in the second year we started our own band and started to get into other soca events and so on. So used to start playing around. Then started moving internationally to other carnivals.
So wait, hold on. When you mean band, can you fully explain that? What does that mean? So you've gone from playing music in a club to actually putting a back. Sorry, you speak.
So basically, when we say bands, we're talking about mass bands. We're talking about those trucks on the road for Notting Hill Carnival. So when you're talking about on the road, when you say music, it's for the mass bands that are on the road. So
So that's steel pan, drums, everything, full works.
Yes, steel pan. They got their kind of separate thing. They got their separate thing going on the trucks, but mass bands with sound systems on the trucks.
Okay.
Are following. That's what a mass band is.
Oh, a mass band. So the people following is part of the mass band as well.
Yeah, That's
okay.
Right.
All the drunkards with their flask in their hand.
I call them the walk-up crew.
You get me?
They're basically masqueraders. So yeah, that's what we call it.
Yeah, masquerade. That's another word I've heard. Yeah. So from the second year that you really started, you said you went international with it already.
Yeah.
Or second or third years type thing.
Well, we were going to like Barbados, started going to Barbados in 2000, and going to Cropover for a number of years. So that's kind of how.
Oh, Stopover. Yeah, I've been Cropover. Yeah, I've been twice. Yeah, man.
So to hear that music that we were hearing in Cropover. So that's kind of how Cork started.
Okay.
Started hearing those tunes. So then obviously now started DJing or whatever. We're taking people over to Barbados. We're taking them to Grenada. We're taking them to Trinidad eventually as well. So yeah, we just started DJing. So myself, Mr. Hardwine, DJing all over. Promotions growing over here as well.
Literally all over.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely picked up a lot in the last 1 or 2 years, like internationally and stuff like that. But in terms of my mass band, so when I'm talking about the mass band, talking about the trucks on the road with the costumes. So our own mass band, which is the Riddim Tribe, and we started that in 2013. All right, and that was after a few years of being with other bands and DJing with other bands.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so at that time when you started it, did you immediately get accepted into Notting Hill Carnival, or did you have to work the roads or work? I have to ask.
Yeah, I had to work for it. Like,
okay.
So you see the the kind of letter that's gone out, or you guys are seeing that things are changing in terms of music policy and so on. There are different people that used to look after how Carnival run. So
right.
There's people back then, right? So it's a different committee back then called Camp. They used to kind of run it. So you had to be with another band for about 3 years. And then after that, you may get a pass to get on the road. So a pass is for your truck to get on the road.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's how it used to run. So you had to be with a band for at least 3 years. So we did that. We was with Dragons for 3 or 4 years, and then we decided, we need to do our own thing.
Okay.
But that doesn't guarantee you getting that pass. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of politics and all that kind of stuff. But eventually we got it. We got our one pass. We got our first pass. Great. Yeah, we was on the road 2012, and since then we've just
2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Did you say what a year to do it? That was a big year in London. Everything was popping off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was good. It was good for our first year, and then I think in our second year we managed to get our 2 passes. So now we've got 2 passes, which is great. But
so the 2 passes allows more vehicles, like a bigger on some. Okay, right. I get you.
Another vehicle. So each pass is class 2. That's how it works. Then and obviously in between those years, I think about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, it moved from Camp looking after Notting Hill Carnival to CBT. Is it CBT? Yeah, CBT. So another kind of company that looks after
Carnival something trust or whatever. Oh yeah.
Yes, Carnival Village Trust. And then it moved again, or maybe they changed their name. I'm not too sure. To Notting Hill Carnival Limited, who look after it now.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of changing and who looks after what and all that kind of stuff. Camp's still there doing their thing, but it's these guys now that control the passes, policies, and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Let's see what they're saying.
I think the real reason behind we're pressured, we're very hard shareholders. Okay, we'll get into some of that. We're just getting a little backstory about how things were growing up in the carnival from obviously Credible's point of view. Did you actually experience carnival like just as a raver? Did you go as
So like the first couple of times I was going, I was going to your Rampages, your Westwoods. I used to be a hip hop head. I was a big hip hop head. I used to be in Westwood all the time.
It was always.
Yeah, I fucking loved it. Went to Rampage a few times, but then kind of my sister, I went with my sister one time, and started following a float. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm loving it. I already knew about Soca kind of, but then started listening to Soca much more after that. So, I've got a kind of view of the, not being in a band to being in one. So at first, just following the float, not being involved in costumes and all that kind of stuff. And then move from that to joining a band. So my very first band was Rough Diamond. In North Carolina.
Right, yeah.
Used to do dance classes with them and all that kind of stuff. From then, I've kind of grown to obviously appreciate it, get to learn the history and all that kind of stuff, and understand what's going on. Yeah.
So there was a transition from raver to how can I say, participant, and then organizer, and then mass band. Yeah. All right.
But you know what? Have you watched this man play? To anyone who's watched this man play, he's a raver, because even when he's playing, he's raving. You know what I mean? So I think, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like the raver just stays with you, but Creds, I probably never said it, but as a DJ, when I watch a man, and I think this stands for most people who go out, when you see a DJ having fun, you are more inclined to, you know what I mean, join that. And Credable's one of them DJs where it's just like, you just watch him, and the next thing you know, you're moving. You know what I mean? So, ever the raver, salute to you, bruv.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah,
man. Throw our salutes up, definitely. Let's just, I tell you what, let's just do this very quickly. Right. So that helps us transition into the passer. So, bringing it forward. If you've just joined us, welcome to the Real Soundcheck podcast. My name's Butch Cassidy. I thought I was going to get it right. That is Mr. Diesel. And down there is our guest, Mr. Credable. Yeah, you know how it goes. Mass band DJ, owner of the Riddim Tribe. So the Riddim Tribe, what is the Riddim Tribe to those who don't know, like what a mass band is actually doing, like today in recent days of the carnival? What's it like? What's it about? Just a small insight, so for people who literally don't know.
Yeah. So you've mass bands. I guess you can think of the mass bands. They're the bands, the trucks that are on the road. They're the ones that are playing. We should be playing, and I'm going to say
this is where we're going to go.
Yeah, we're going to get into it, but should be playing either soca or you've got your Brazilian band as well. So there's kind of two sides to it in terms of trucks on the road, right?
Okay.
Whether that's evolved over time, like from back in the day to now, obviously it started with, your steel pan and all that kind of stuff. Obviously it come out of that, and then you had your sound systems which were brought in to bringing more people into Notting Hill Carnival, and obviously that works because playing other music brought in everyone else, but predominantly the trucks and the bands on the road, the mass bands on the road, basically they're making costumes for people to join in and play. And I guess back in the day it was probably harder to find out how to join a mass band, probably back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember trying to find which mass band to play, and you had no clue unless you knew someone that was already in a mass band. So nowadays, obviously, it's changed. Social media and all that kind of stuff. People seeing, ladies in their, kind of gimpy costumes, whatever, and obviously that's attracting different people into the carnival, which is great. As a African man, I'm, a big advocate for spreading the love, because I wouldn't know about it. It was spread to me. I just tried to spread that love. to other people. So it is for anyone. It's, it's based on freedom and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's there for you.
100%.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So
100%.
Yeah, the Riddim Tribe. Like for us, it's just the vibe. That's what we like to bring. So yeah, we're one of the biggest bands on the road. We just say, yeah, come feel the vibe. That's what we're about. So yeah, we've improved our costumes and all that kind of stuff, which is great. Now, when it comes to, I kind of mentioned some of the politics and the things that you have to do.
Here we go.
Let's go. This is why we're here. We're having this conversation today.
Yeah, the rule about soca music has always been there. Yeah, it's actually always been there. But I think it had a little bit of you could play a percentage of other music, I think, if I remember.
So let me just be clear for anyone watching right now. We are here because we saw a news report on Soca News saying that Notting Hill Carnival are looking to and have sent out warning letters to other mass bands. I think it's about 5 to 6 of them or whatever. But actually, we're going to ban a couple of them because they broke the rules last year, and especially at the judging point. Because in Carnival, there's a judging point. I don't know if you want to explain what that is and what that involves with. But they weren't playing soca music at the judging point, which upset a lot of people. So I don't know if you can clear up what all that is and the thing behind that.
So yeah, there's a judging point which is mainly there to judge the costumes for each band.
Right.
Now, it's not necessarily even just at the judging point. That's the thing. So over the last couple of years, they're obviously really watching and listening to what different bands are playing. So with Notting Hill Carnival, the new guys that are running it, obviously they're listening at judging point. They're listening at other places on the road. They're looking at CCTV. They're looking at all that kind of stuff. So every band has to sign terms and conditions to be involved in Notting Hill Carnival. So everyone knows these conditions. They, other bands have had warnings. Yeah. Right. Now there's some bands that can't really. You can say they can't really help it. I mean, Jamaican Twist, it's a Jamaican band, innit? So they're gonna play other music, predominantly other music. But what I've seen from our band just being on the road, obviously we have our vibe, we get mad on the road soca wise, but when it gets mad like that, we can calm it down because we can switch up the tempo, make it slow, play calypso,
right.
Whereas everyone else, they don't really care about that. They're just like, we want everyone on the biggest hype that we can. Then they'll play the biggest maybe dancehall tune or Afrobeat tune or whatever it is, and then the crowd start to get mad, and that's what they don't want to see. You know what I mean? Yeah. There you go.
Come off the road if you can't play soca.
Yeah, I think truck wise, I mean, if you look asking for my opinion, truck wise, mass bands wise, it should be just soca because that's kind of the tradition of the carnival. But then on the other hand, how do you do that when you have bands like Jamaican Twist? You've got Mass Africa, who obviously and they play Afrobeats. So how do you do that for those bands? Why accept them when you know where they're really coming from? If you know what I mean.
Well, do they know where they're coming from?
Well, this is it.
Maybe that's what you need to ask.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, they should maybe ask, what their intentions are or whatever when they're. When they're kind of signing up and all that kind of stuff. But after a couple of years of warnings, that's why bands got banned basically. But it's for mass bands that have been told categorically, they can't come on the road this year, but they'll be on the next year. But then again, what do you do then when they come back? You know what I mean? You'll give them the same rules. They could.
Well, this is it. This is what I want to try and understand from a DJ's point of view, because there's a side of me that has been on the road. I've actually been on Reggie's truck once. I think I passed Reggie's truck. I jumped on another truck, but I've seen what him and, may he rest in peace, Psycho used to do. They used to be able to mix it up and play for the band and whatever. So okay, you've got your truck, you've got your revelers, the people dressed up in costume, the mass ravers, whatever you want to call them. They're partying. Your first hour, pure soca. Your second hour, pure soca. You started at 8 o'clock. You're finishing at 6 o'clock. How do you break that up? How do you do 8.5, 9 hours of soca without playing something else to break it up? It must.
Oh, that's easy, man.
Yeah, the thing is, it is easy, isn't it? I mean, I know
so much over such a long period of time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's easy.
There is like just in a year. All right, if you see it from the traditions of where it's coming from as well, like in terms of the islands and all that kind of stuff, your Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, whatever, they've all got their own carnivals, right? And they're all playing obviously 100% soca. What they like to do in those islands, they love to repeat, which is all right, cool. I mean,
okay,
it gets on my nose, but yeah, they love to repeat the big tunes, which is how it goes. But in every year for every island, the amount of soca that they release, you can do it. I mean, you guys know me. I could actually play. I don't know how many hours I could play. A couple of days, probably soca. And all it is, it's just different tempos, right? You're just going up and down.
The fast walk up, and then the slow sing along like R&B style. It's soca,
So that's all it is. You just take them on that journey. But obviously, with either some DJs or some bands, they want that mix up, or maybe they've given that impression that they'll give that mix up. Whereas people that come in my band, they know all they play, all they hear is soca. You know what I mean? That's what they hear. So yeah, there is so much soca to play. Obviously, not everyone loves soca, but then if they go jump and join in a band, that's where that love kind of switches. You know what I mean? I know we switched that for so many people. So if they are, it's too much. If we was in a Jamaican rave or whatever, and they're playing dance all night, no one's gonna complain, right? They just look to it.
Facts. That's fair. Yeah.
Hip hop rave. You know what's going on. You know what I mean? So you're told what's going on, then no one can really complain, right? So yes, we've got the most multicultural carnival in the world, but that's why we've got systems. Sound systems have got that sound. They've got that music. They're doing that. Whereas, the trucks, the floats, for me, has to stay soca.
I don't know if you got anything to ask Diesel. I'm just my mind's just thinking of 9 hours of soca as a DJ. Yes, it can be done, and I do understand how, because you've explained it perfectly. You could take it up and down. Because the last time I was on a truck, we were allowed to play a little bit of everything. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and obviously you had to go back to the soca. You know what I mean?
That's how it go. I remember.
Yeah. So go on, Deez.
No, I was saying, I remember when I first started getting cocaine, for example, that was maybe 93, maybe, when I first started getting Camden Palace. And I remember it was a soca event, but every now and then you might hear a one jungle tune, you might hear a one garage. But I guess the difference is it was done in moderation. Whereas maybe now people are saturating it, where it used to be, they'll play a tune and they might play 2 jungle tunes and then go back to soca, and then you have 45 minutes of soca, and then suddenly a garage tune might come on. Yeah. And then it would go back to soca, you know what I mean? So I think maybe, I guess a big part of the issue is what's happening is when people are switching genres on this floats, they're actually doing whole sets as opposed to a couple of tracks.
A couple of tracks.
Yeah, so it's, it's probably like, let's say a minimum of 20 minutes, or that's 15 minutes too much, maybe. Maybe longer than that, I don't know. But I always remember, like, from my time going soca raves, they'd always play something else, but it'd be 1 or 2 tunes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is. I mean, and that's right for, like, soca events as such. So, like you say, coquiers, your all kinds of soca events. You would hear other music, but then you've got those that are, you can say, soca purists for like that word, whatever. Yeah. You go to a soca event, and then they play just that little bit too much of other music.
Right.
You're gonna know about it. You're gonna know about it.
And that's kind of how Release Riddim and the Courts thing came about, because we was going to soca events. They were playing soca. They weren't playing the newish soca that we knew or heard in the other islands. They were playing other music, like big chunks of other music. And then what was happening with the soca? So then that's when I bought my 100% soca fit.
And Lord.
And that came about. So that's what you've got. But then also in terms of the road, if you're going to an island, if you experience any carnival on any island, it's 100% soca, no matter what. So it's not that it can't be done. And for those that do go, that's what they want to hear. So, but yeah, I get the breaking up in terms of other bands. And back in the day, you would hear a little bit of something. I know that one or two DJs actually played other music on my truck. Yeah, which I mean, we did, but
it's mad hearing this, because I used to be the commercial break in Kakalele when it used to happen back in the day, back in West London. Me and Rudy Ranks was the commercial break. So Vinny Ranks and everyone would do their soca. Then me and Rudy Ranks would come on and do the R&B or the garage or whatever it was at that time, and then someone else will take over and do the thing at Kakalele. So I was the commercial break. So I get it. I do get it. I do get that it needs to be chopped up. I'm just trying to work out now the authenticity, because a lot of people, when in comments that I've watched about this subject, is the authenticity of carnival. Is this now, with them making this rule and really sticking to it, is it going to cause problems on the road? And the problems that they're talking about is people, the movement of people, and the audio satisfaction of not hearing the new J Hus that's landed on the road. Do you get what I'm saying? Not hearing the biggest, you know what I mean, whatever it is for the year, the biggest Drake or the biggest thing. They're not hearing it on the road. And is that going to cause problems by pushing people into the sound systems and them seeking that type of thing? I don't know. From your point of view, what do you think? And then I'll ask Mr. Diesel afterwards.
I don't think so. I think it'd be the opposite. So, they'll end up like back in the day, like I say, doing the rampages and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they were over ram or whatever, but people still enjoyed it. Yeah, there was one or two troubles, but again, those troubles, why were you could ask the question why they were happening with the type of people that it was attracting because of the music. Whereas, if you think about soca, fets and so on, you don't get much trouble. I'm not going to cause that controversy and talk about Canadians. But you know what I mean? There's not much trouble in soca events in general. Whereas when you see, back in the day, I know Rampage, there was always something that happened. There was always something that I heard.
Yeah.
Always heard that something happened. So when you're in a mass band, you're supposed to feel safe. You've got the people in the costume that pay their money. They just want their space. And or you have these other revelers that enjoy the music. And then, I don't know, some bashment tune comes on, last comes on or whatever. Everyone's trying to push in and, get into the space of other people. And it's just a bit crazy. So I think I've just been lost. Oh, there you go.
No, yeah. We're just zooming you in.
It basically calms things down. Like there's a point at the top of Ladbroke Grove where when we get there, because we look at the crowd, we see the crowd, it's madness. So we're like, all right, we're going to calm it down because we don't want our people to feel like squashed up or whatever.
Well, as you swing past Mastermind on the Kensal Road, that bend, as you go round the top bit, Kensal Road, as it bends round past the Sainsbury's, as you just turn left. Well, it depends which way they make the route go each year.
Yeah, right.
So turn right. Yeah, if you're going opposite, they normally go backwards. Yeah.
And you're like, all right, we need to calm this down a little bit so the crowds don't get too mad or whatever. Even if we, even if we're playing power soca, yeah, we might just slow it down just at that bit, just to try and
just at that bit, just to keep it.
Yeah.
Well, can we say hello to a couple people in the chat? I see a name, Steve. Big up Steve,
aka Mr. Thanos. Salute, my brother.
Who else did I see? A Ken? Was it Ken?
Ken's in the building. Yep. What's going on, K? You good?
There is love being shown in there. Couple statements. I don't mind African music, but let the similar to soca and calypso give me some sweet high life. You know. Carnival was developed due to Trinis to bring. Trinis bringing their culture to London. Okay. I don't. What's this one? I don't think this will be a deterrent from misbehaving people who attend the event, which they may be trying to expose. Okay. What did Steve say? DJs can be creative and make an on-the-fly remix.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, don't go over the top, but just
exactly. So you can do that. You can do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's not a problem. It's even easier nowadays. So yeah, that can be done.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like. But I think the other side of it is the DJs that are playing. Obviously, they want that viral moment in it. They want that moment where it looks like people are going crazy and all that kind of stuff. So DJs as well to kind of control that madness when they see it happen on the road. But some don't care about that. They just want that viral moment. So I don't know. That really does depend.
So Diesel, what are you thinking?
I don't think it'll be a problem. I mean, at the end of the day, first of all, people are always moving at Carnival.
Yes.
You don't want to hear something? Bop. You know what I mean? Go around the corner, you might hear something you want there. You don't like that? Go around the other corner, you might hear something there.
Facts.
Really, to me, again, going back to when I first started going to Carnival, when everything would lock off, all the sounds would lock off, but the floats were still going. That was how Carnival was meant to be to me. I mean, them times I was DJing, but I wasn't on the road like that, so I was following floats. You know what I mean? And I'd be following floats till I couldn't walk no more, or my trainers are wear out. You know what I mean? Because you just been stomping all day. You know what I mean? So in a sense, I think it's gonna kind of take it back to how it used to be. Obviously, the whole 7 o'clock thing is whack. But
6 now, isn't it? Is it 6?
Now
they
made it 8 last year.
Oh,
it was actually 8. Yeah, they moved it to 8.
That was for the floats, though, right? Because the
Float.
sets cut off at 7. Yeah, because I remember we cut off at 7. But I remember the floats used to go. I remember my first few years, I would go home when the floats.
With a float, you follow the float home, innit?
The float would still be going. I'd be too tired. I'm like, I got to come back tomorrow, innit? So I'm like, let me go and get a couple hours sleep because I'm back tomorrow. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? People have said, why soca, why Carnival was made. It was people bringing their culture over. You know what I mean? And, it now's turned into an amalgamation of all nations coming down, what's not. But effectively, the thing about Carnival is soca. So let the roads be soca how it used to be. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be part of that, it's fine. All you need to do is move in a bit, go check whoever you want to, and hear what you want to hear. You know what I mean?
I come from a logistics point of view because I'm an event coordinator, so my mind thinks of logistics. Now, everybody knows, and please tell me if I'm wrong, Diesel, in the last maybe 6 to 8 years, they've restricted walking down certain roads. There's no sound systems on the road. Like your favorite sound system could be there, but you've got to go 3 roads down, 2 roads over, and 6 roads up just to go to your local sound system that you want to go to. Yeah. Now, to me, this is my head. If you're locking off certain types of music on the main road, and people ain't getting that, like they've joined up and they're thinking, "Oh, I'm not getting it. then they want to veer off, but they can't take the road that they can see to get to the sound, then they have to go 6 roads down, left. Isn't that going to cause more problems and people potentially either pushing through the barriers and then the police want to kick off? Do you get what I'm saying? Isn't it to me, logistically, if you're going to stop that type of music, I think they need to open up the roads a bit more and let people flow a lot better through Carnival. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And the thing is, but I guess, and this is the other side of Carnival, I guess, that probably doesn't get talked about much. So obviously over the years, they've removed the barriers. They said that was a security risk. So there used to be actual fences, right? On the whole of
metal fences blocking the road,
Yeah, so that would make it safer for those in costume, in your mass bands or whatever. So they removed that because that was a safety issue. And then,
but it's still there. There was a lot of roads locked off.
They've got actual roads blocked off. But like before, it was like the whole route. Like you couldn't really jam with the mass bands unless you really.
They had it at the side of the road, which was dangerous.
Yeah.
So they moved it to inside of the road, so only major roads will have it. But then you can step on the curb. Whereas before they had it on the curb, and it used to cause problems. It used to cause too much problems.
Yeah. So
those people with prams.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
They remove that, and then you've got less police. You notice that you actually do have less police. So they've got less police. They're trying to get more stewards and stuff. But at the end of the day, the police, as far as I'm concerned, and I know this, I've this has been the agenda the whole time for a good couple of years. They obviously want to lock up the Nottingham Carnival. Let's face it, right? Yeah. They want to lock off. They want something major to happen. They want something to kick off. But obviously, it hasn't happened. You get your few arrests or whatever. Someone may, I don't know. Obviously knife crime and all that kind of stuff. But compared to statistics for other events, it's a small number, right? In terms of the amount of people that come to the Carnival, but they can't really to lock it off totally. But they do want something to kick off. So what I mean, if they do that, and the crowds are moving all over the place and doing all that kind of stuff, they'll just sit back and watch and just wait for something to happen. But I don't think that's going to happen, except for those idiots that actually come to Nottingham Carnival to look for something, if you know what I mean. Some of that stuff is, all right, maybe you stepped on my trainer and some guys are being, foolish or whatever.
Everyone says that. I think it's a little bit more than that. I think it's people carrying their block mentality to Carnival. They're carrying their trauma, their negativity, their, I've done bad things in my area, and they're bringing that out on a day where they think, oh, I want to go out and have some fun. But you forget what you've done on your block. You forget who you robbed. You forget who you beat up. You forget, you know what I mean? Whose auntie you slapped or something like that. You know what I mean? You forget about all of that, and you want to go Carnival and party. That block mentality thing don't work. So I get the, you know what I mean? I do get it. It's sad. That's sad.
So it's more. So I guess it's more that stuff. But in terms of the like policing and all that kind of stuff, that's not gonna really improve. They're not gonna get more police or anything like that. They're just gonna sit back. They've got their cameras just watching, just waiting, and then seeing what's going on. So.
It's definitely documented evidence. They definitely play a statistical game. They literally sit down there and go, oh, we've got one. Put that on the tally. Oh, we've got two. Put it on the tally. You know what I mean? They're literally waiting to tally up to say, this year we stopped 10% more. They're literally doing that every year. Exactly. And
I don't see that being magnified for other events, you know what I mean?
And
so, they don't talk about the good stuff that happens at Carnival. No, they don't talk about like the community leaders or whatever doing that, trying to keep it going. So why don't they talk about that? But it never happens. So they want it locked off. They want it moved. Whatever, they want to try and make more money off it.
Okay, can we touch on this moving thing just very quickly? To where?
Hyde Park.
Hold on. That's bruv. That's a royal garden.
Yeah, it would get.
It's a royal garden. You can't do that. They can just about do the Winter Wonderland only because they pay their rent and make money. You think 2 million people go trample on a royal garden? that they can fix it.
That's the only name that's come up. It's the only name that's come up.
It's a false narrative. It's a false narrative. It will never go to Hyde Park.
Yeah,
no
and
way.
if they did do it, what they would do is they would say you'd have to pay for it. You know,
yes,
you'd have to pay for it. So
yeah.
That's the only way it would work. But but it's not going to get moved because there would be too much protests. 100%.
No, I just think that at the end of the day, the police need to tighten up their recruitment. Like, take your finger out and get some quality people in. Take advice from local security firms. Yeah, stop thinking just because you're police, you know what go on. Speak to the local security firms who say, here, what? You know what I mean? This road don't need to be blocked off. This logistic don't work. You're causing a bottleneck on this road. That. Let carnival flow. Let people be able to, and you know what I mean? Like simple things like toilets are in funny areas in the back of this road, the back of that road. Just keep it simple down the strip. Every other road's got a toilet on, so then you just know. You know what I mean? As I said, there's so much logistical things that they just don't do. And I think they don't do it to make it an uncomfortable experience. So then people feel negative about it and then they want to lock it away. Whereas if they did it right, it will be a good experience and something to promote. And then people can walk away saying London actually has culture instead of saying other things that they say about the city. But, you know what I mean? That's just me. I'm Machiavellian with it, but you know what I mean. it goes like that. But yes, we want to hear from you in the chat if you've got any questions that you want to ask us as DJs or ask our guest as well about Carnival. Somebody asked, how do they join a mass band? That was put inside there. Have you got any advice, Credable, how for someone to join a mass band?
I mean, to be honest, it's quite easy, really. I think nowadays you could just type in like mass band into social media and you probably have a list of them. But yeah, there is a list on Notting Hill Carnival LTD on Instagram. So it's got a list of all the mass bands, and then that should have their website's got links to each of the mass bands that you can join now. So yeah, you can take your pick. But I'd say come join the Riddim Tribe.
Look at Credible's being diplomatic. You know, you could have said all you said in 2 words and just said Riddim Tribe.
Right. He could have just done a big recruitment drive, right?
That's it. All you had to do was say Riddim Tribe.
You know what? I'm of the mind, right? You can join.
No, that's fair. He's
nice. But obviously, come to the Riddim Tribe, innit? It's the best one, innit?
There you go. There you go.
That's the talk we want to hear.
Yep.
That's the talk we want to hear. No, that's good. I'm hearing there'll be no under 18 bans. So what happened to the Kiddies Carnival? I don't know about this. What's this?
That's basically just one band that said that they're going to be over 18. But that's on a Sunday, which, to be honest, that's fine because there are, there's like dirty mass bands. They're over 18 and... Well, yeah, there's no children in there. So there are children's bands. I wouldn't even worry about that too tough. That was just a ploy. That was just a marketing scheme for them, to say, oh, yeah, we've got people over 18s. Well, our band's always been over 18 on a Monday. So,
Yeah. Is there a follow-up? I've been struggling to join one as a maker. I've had costumes up and down the country since I was a child. And I can, just need to start.
Just need to finish my certification.
Certificate. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Oh, okay.
Well, you know what? Get in contact with us. I mean, we're launching pretty soon, but we've got opportunities for private designers to join our band. So you can get in contact with us and see if anything can happen there. But yeah, most bands do take it on.
Do it. Coco, do it. Creds, I can vouch for Coco, so you're good.
All right, cool.
So it's the Riddim Tribe. Let me just put that in chat. Is that it? Is that what it is? The Riddim Tribe?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, just search for that and get in contact. That is it. LL Marketing saying we need more steel pans. Does what's that day before the carnival?
Saturday, isn't it? No, Friday.
Panorama.
Panyard.
Panorama.
Yeah,
Panorama.
So
is that still happened?
Yeah, that still happens. I mean, I guess what NL Marketing is saying is on the road, there's probably only 2 or 3 mass bands that I know of that actually go on the road on Carnival Day.
With a band, like actually with a band and play live as they're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I get that. Yeah, maybe there is, but here's the other side to it, which I ain't talked about, and the money side. The money side to actually bring in a band out is ridiculous. Like we're always looking for funding. You know what I mean? It's not. I think everyone looks at Carnival when they look at the prices of costumes and they think, yeah, these guys are making money. Nah, that's just to cover costs. You know what I mean? And sometimes you're not even covering costs unless you've got sponsorship or whatever. So, putting bands on the road is
so all right. You don't have to go into numbers, but I'm just asking to bring the trucks on the road with people, mass band. Just give me a rough figure, rough figure, just to say, you know what, if I was to sponsor it for my brand to get exposure to possibly 2 million people over 2 days, how much would I have to roughly give you to help you cover your costs?
To cover the cost?
Yeah, I just want to know.
Okay. Man laughed, you know.
Yeah, did you see the laugh? Did you see the laugh?
All right. So,
and the look to cover. To cover.
All right. So I'll say just to cover the cost to put a truck, good sound on the road is about 30K.
I can believe that.
And I
can believe that.
It's about 30K. You drink. Yeah, it's about 30K. So decent sound and 2 trucks on the road, about 30K.
Steve said 100K.
It's 100K operation.
8 to 10K, way off. Yeah, 30K to put a truck on the road. With people, mass band.
Sorry, that's 2 trucks, yeah. So sorry, I'm talking.
Oh, sorry, no. So 2 trucks on the road, with sound system, people, costumes,
I'm
water.
I'm not talking about the costume. I'm not talking about drink. That is just the truck and the sound.
Just the what? Sorry.
Yeah. So we ain't even got into getting drinks, getting food for the people in the band. We ain't got into security for the band. Yeah. Stewards, just to make sure everyone's safe and everything. And you've got what else? You've got to pay the designers who make the costumes. You've got to pay for that. You've got to pay for everything before that. Your band launch, your prototypes. You know what I mean? There's so much money that is spent on it. And there's another argument. There's some bands that haven't actually joined Carnival this year simply because of those costs and the fact
those running costs.
Yeah, and we don't get any funding. There's no guaranteed funding for it. You have to apply for it by the Arts Council. You might get it, you might not. And that application's horrible. And then also, what was I going to say? And then also, you don't get nothing for actually performing. So, you know, we are a band, we are performing and all that kind of stuff, and we don't get anything for it. So there is that side of it as well. So, you know, doing it for the love of it, but that only lasts so long. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's you're talking the real talk out here, because I wouldn't have thought it was so high in this day and age. But you know what I mean? I think that people need to spread that word that those people running and jumping around and whatever, yes, it's for the love, for the music and the culture and everything else, but they're doing it at an expense. So appreciate what you're getting. Like, you know what I mean? They're performing for 8-9 hours over 2 days, keeping the party going, bringing their culture, their island culture or whatever it is culture, at an expense, at a little expense. I'm not saying it's small, but I mean it is an expense. You know what I mean? It's not just, oh, guess what? Come and jump up with me for free and walk up.
Yeah.
You're talking application forms, health and safety, this, that, everything else is that's a lot. That's a lot.
There's a lot that goes on in the background. Obviously, thanks to the team, boy. Yeah, wouldn't still be doing it.
Do you know what things they take into consideration to give funding?
Yeah. We work with one guy that works with like the Arts Council and stuff, so they let us know the kind of stuff that they want. But again, you've got how many bands now this year? Let's say 150. No, online. That's an exaggeration. About 50 bands, and probably only 5 bands are going to get funding out of that. Depending.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm.
And the rest have to self-fund that. The rest have to find the 50K for themselves.
Yeah, they got to find. Wow. And the funding is only, most of those bands will only go for funding for like 15K. Yeah, that's as much. That's like the easiest level to actually get it. When you're doing the application for over that amount, that's a different story. Yeah, that's a different story. So it's not like, I think back in the day, right? Carnival used to be sponsored by your Lilts and all that kind of stuff. They actually put money in, and I think the bands actually
because the whole road used to be covered in that brand's makeup, like up and down all the train stations, all the exits, entrances. It used to be peppered.
That money used to go to the bands back in the day. Whereas now the bands don't get anything. Right. There's no money guaranteed if you're bringing about.
That's not fair. That's more of an issue. That's not. If the carnival is sponsored, put it to the performances and the performers.
So we don't know. Obviously, we don't know those kind of figures nowadays. That was back in the day.
No, of course not. And I don't want you putting yourself in a position. Don't want to say, he said this or that.
What I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying what I'm saying. But in terms of like what's going on now, the bands, you can think of it as there's no guarantee that a band's going to make that cost, because you put out those costumes, right? And there's not a guarantee that people are going to buy those costumes when you put them out. So if they don't, then what do you do when you've got this cost, or you put this outlay out? They can't really retrieve back. And then also, what was I going to say now? There's something I was going to say, and it's totally gone out of my head. It's going to come back.
That's all right. It's the rabbit hole. Do the panel think that there are too many bands on the road? I haven't been carnival in a couple of years. I don't know how the extent it is, but I don't know. My comment will be, I think it's just right. I think to me, I don't know. You've been recently, Cred. I don't know what you think. Do you think there's too many, or do you think?
I know that the Notting Hill Carnival think there's too many, or there's too many trucks at least. So we've been begging for a third pass to have for our band, because our band's big enough and so on. But they're not giving it to us for whatever reason. But they feel there's too many trucks on the road. So it might be the case. It might be the case. I don't know how the other bands operate. There's only maybe 2 or 3 bands that I know that probably, they're getting it right, and they're making the numbers and so on and so forth. But the new bands are the ones that are going to get a redirect, I think.
Because as a young man, when I used to go carnival by yourself with the mandem and so forth, the trucks was the thing. The truck, you catch a wine on one truck, the man will say, yo, look, they played this. Woof, you're back up the road, catch a next wine, do what you're doing, brock off to a sound system, get some food, hit the toilets, come back, hit the trucks again. The trucks were the team, man. It was it. You know what I mean? Obviously, you go westward, I saw Wu-Tang at Westwood, Foxy Bow. People. You know what I mean? I was there. We done that. But the trucks was it. And especially, like we all just said earlier, going home at the end. You hit the road and you follow the last truck around and you just go, man. Yeah. I don't care what you're playing. I don't even need to know it. It's just walk up time. That's it. I'm watching everyone do the dance, and I'm like, "Is that where you got what left? Yeah, okay, let's go left. Yeah, you're just doing it." And that side of it, even on a basic level, that side of it, I wouldn't want the trucks to stop. I wouldn't want the trucks to stop. No way. They really bring that element. You know what I mean?
Soca is one of those. It's one of those very few genres that you don't have to know the music because it's a whole vibe. Yeah, I mean, it's more about the vibe with soca, if that makes any sense. And if you want to really get involved, just listen to the lyrics. They tell you what to do anyway most of the time. So
yeah, be careful. Some of them lyrics is
yeah, well, nowadays
very
you have to be careful with what they're telling you to do. You know what I mean? But you know, back in today, it was simple. It was, you know, move it to the left, move it to the right, up north, down south. You know what I mean? It was easy.
Yeah, now it's find something. Anything, run with it. With it.
Now it's, you know, look at the time. I won't say what I'm saying, but look at the time. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's a certain time that's talked about quite often. You don't want to be walking down, you know, Ladbroke Grove and then suddenly it's 6:30. You know what I mean? Those who know. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, dear. But yeah, there's a lot there's a lot to consider when it comes to carnival. Unless you're in it, you don't really know the stress and the things that we have to go through just to get these bands on the road. It's actually ridiculous. It should be easy, right? They should be just like you guys bring in this this creative stuff. You know, you've got these designers wanting to showcase, and they should make it easy. But
I've got a question.
Go.
So, do you think, like, regarding trucks, do you think it would be better if there were less trucks? Less actual bands, but they put more money into the bands that were there to make them bigger, rather than having more. You reduce, but you put money into those bands, you know what I mean? So you can have your third truck, for example, you know what I mean? Yeah. But they've given you some money as well to go with it. Do you think that would make more sense?
Yeah, I think so, because then, you can, when you've got more money, you can put things into more security, because I know not many bands have as much security as we do, and obviously you need it with that many people. That costs a load of money. You can make the trucks better. You can get more staff for the bars and all that kind of stuff. So you can make the experience much better, right? But but I know there's a lot of people that just want for whatever their motivation is, they want a new band or they want their band on the road, and that's why there are so many bands on the road.
I mean, Joy raises a good point there. It is a competition, and I didn't think of that when I made that statement there or asked that question. So,
Well, it's a competition that even if you win, you don't get much.
This is it. This is the whole thing. They treat it so regimental. You have to come past the judges area and do all of that. For what?
Yeah. I'm not going to say too much.
Do they actually give an award, like a trophy, to say you are the mass man? You tear it down. You're number one.
They used to, and they gave us a prize last year. We won, not last year, the year before. We got a cash prize.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I saw you bad. I saw they really tried to think, yeah?
It probably covered one of your drivers or something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
A couple of crates of drink, you know. But not much in the actual competition. But obviously we want to win, right? We want those bragging rights. So
of course.
We'll do whatever we can, but there's obviously no guarantee in anything like that.
Best band tune on the road. So because we've asked the question, if anyone's just joining us, welcome. Where have you been? But it's all right, better late than never. This is the Real Soundcheck Podcast. Myself, Butch Cassidy, Mr. Diesel, and we've got Credable from the Riddim Tribe in here. We're speaking about Notting Hill Carnival Trust option to tell certain mass bands that they can't play certain music. So I just want to dive into it. Do you really think that there was too much Afrobeat and hip hop and dancehall and everything being played? Really? Would you, from what you know, because obviously you're working yourself, but you know what I mean, from what you know as a participant, do you think that the trucks went a bit too wild?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, like some DJs or some trucks, they want those viral moments, right? So they're going to play those big tunes, they'll keep pumping them, get everyone hype, but they're not
over and over again.
I guess it depends on the band and who's with their band. So like, imagine if it was with my band, then yeah, we started playing dance or whatever, everyone going crazy. But we're talking about the crowd going crazy and not the people in the mass band. And in the mass band that paid their money and they're getting pushed out the way because, you know, these guys, you know, hear a big tune and they just want to go mad and pushing the people that have paid their money. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? People that I don't think gauge that too much. So yeah, it probably was too much. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them, I know some of them bands, they don't really care. And yeah, they'll just play whatever they want.
They would just come to shell carnival on the road. It wasn't about providing a what's the word? Soca carnival experience, so to speak. It was about shellings.
Yeah,
pure shellings.
Yeah, you got they saw the people there and they're like, yeah, let's do this kind of thing. So yeah, that's how they're treating it. Which I mean, I get it from a DJ kind of.
Yeah, from a DJ point of view, especially if it's your first year out there and you see that road, you're gonna go in. You're gonna go in. You're gonna go in. So we are we safe now saying that with this decision now, it would bring back a better experience on the roads? Do you think it would be better? That it'd be more authentic? That like it'd be more, or do you think people will say yes, 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 and go out and do the same thing?
I guess that really depends, because like as the band leaders, so let's say I'm part of another band or whatever, and I say, no, you're all right, you do your thing. But then come the end of the year, when they see that letter or email saying, yeah, they're banned for next year, you know, what you're going to do then? They really want to come out, they will get that ban. Those guys control the parcel. What you're going to do? So either do the rules and you go with it or not. Like we was given a warning, right, for another rule.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I can talk about this. I don't care. Well, we're gonna make an announcement anyway. But we have a very large T-shirt section. So not just T-shirts, very large section. So people love it, vibes and all that kind of stuff. But there's a rule that's basically says if you have too many T-shirts compared to the amount of costumes that you've got, then you have to reduce. Basically, that's not allowed. Yeah,
you're joking.
Yeah, so we have to now this year reduce the amount of T-shirts we sell to find some way else of getting those people that were in T-shirts into like some kind of fun maths kind of thing. So that's what we're working out now. But yeah, if we do that again, we ain't on the road next year. So
so if your T-shirt crew outweighs your
costume crew,
just costume crew, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Oh no.
Yeah, so yeah, it does sound crazy, right?
Yeah, it does, because isn't that all part of it?
It's all the same thing.
That's all part of it. Like you have that performance bit of your costumes and everything else, and then you've got the walk-up crew who show everybody how to dance to what's going on. You know what I mean? They bring that vibe, that extra little thing to the thing.
Yeah, and to be honest, the main reason why we sell that many T-shirts because we need the money to fund the band. So
right.
It's a catch-22 that we're just trying to sort out ourselves. But yeah, if we do it again, we know what's going on. You won't see us on the road next year. So yeah, we signed the terms and conditions or whatever. That's still going to be a rule for this year. So yeah, we got to go with it. So there's different things that we got to deal with and consider and all that madness. We see T-shirt as just the entry into enjoying carnival as it, as it should or whatever. And then
from a different experience. You're not out. You're with a band. You're with a crew. You're with family. You're with And
then maybe next year you decide you want to do costume. Then great.
You step up and then want to get involved in different ways. So it is a internal community type thing that you grow within your own community. So
So it's hard work, man. Like,
I didn't even know half of all of this. You hit me in my chest with that 30K, bro. I tell you that, that slapped me, bro. That.
It's all right. Anything you want to contribute, it's all good, man.
I'll try to find you a sponsor, brother. That's all right. I try to find you a sponsor. Well, boy, it's again, we do throw it out there. If there's any questions you would like to ask Mass Band owner, please throw it in. We've got Credable from D Riddim Tribe. He's here if you want his details to join as well. What have we got here? Digger Soca, put a smile on his face.
Yeah, what up, Digger?
Grace is off the list.
Oh, Grace Foods. I'm guessing that's what they meant.
Everyone's smiling. So, Diesel, from a sound system point of view, because you play on a sound system every year, do you feel any of these logistics will have a knock-on effect at the sound systems?
No.
No?
Not at all. No, because, I mean, for the last few years, obviously, I've been playing same place, so I don't get to experience carnival how I used to. I don't get to... Well, I suppose I can move around. I choose not to. I come out of Westbourne Park Station. I walk for about 5 minutes and I'm where I need to be. And that is how it is. The one thing I was going to say, from a DJ perspective on a sound system at carnival, I actually don't hear that much soca at the sounds I pass anyway. So in essence, I think this maybe is just enforcing something that's already there. You know what I mean? Where you you've pushed soca to the perimeter, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? It's just puring it up a little bit, because the people who want soca will be on the road. And like I said, inside actual carnival, at least where I'm located, I don't hear much soca on the set that I'm on. I do not hear soca unless I play it. You know what I mean? It's like literally there's me or one other DJ that will potentially play soca on our set, and that's it. And should the sound systems do that though? Should the sound systems play soca as well? No, that's what the floats are there for. We're there to play everything the floats now can't play. So let the floats be pure, like we said. You know what I mean? They deal with the soca, we deal with everything else. To me, that's how it was. That's how it was when I first started going. That's how it was. So, in essence, it's just returning to how it used to be. And like I said before, if you don't want soca, bop, walk inside a little bit. It'll take you 2.5. Well, it'll take you maybe 5 minutes now with all the blocked roads, but you will get to something else. And then when you're ready for soca again, all you got to do is, you know what I mean? It's not far to find the float. It's not far to find the sound system.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So,
it's not.
You know, make your choice. I think maybe people are making a bit of a bigger fuss than need be. I think that, the biggest thing obviously is the floats playing other genres, which, if you're pure to what you're doing, you won't do, or you'll do it in a fashion like we said before, where it might be one tune or two tunes as opposed to a 20-minute set. You know what I mean? To me, I personally, I don't think that's damaging, but I'm not what do you call it? Is it a band leader, Credable, that you are? Yeah, so I'm not a band leader, but at the end of the day, it's your band leader that sets the rules, right? So therefore, maybe it's the band leaders that need to be held in check, the band leaders of the floats that aren't, you know what I mean, that are breaking the rules. Maybe it's them. You need to hire your DJs. You need to be specific and let your DJs know what they're supposed to play and what they're not to play. You know what I mean? So maybe the band leaders need to have a bit of accountability for this, for it having to go this way in the first place. You know what I mean? Because if they kept everything in check, then this wouldn't be an issue. Obviously, salute to Credable, because I know you're doing the right thing. So there, boom.
So this year, I'm being very facetious and technical with it. So this year, when your band is playing and so forth, are you literally going to be watching the percentage of non-soca you're going to play, or you're just going to play pure soca all the way through?
Pure soca, 100%. It's always been. We've always been and classed ourselves as 100% soca band. Yeah. Brilliant. So we've had one or two guest DJs that have kind of strayed away, and we've been like, change it up now. You know what I mean? One or two tunes in, and we're like, nah, just 100% soca or whatever. So, we're good. I'm not worried about the music policy because we're good.
Wicked.
Yeah, man. Got that. See Wendy and them.
They have what? They have special CCTV team watching them. Yeah, this is what I've heard.
Nowadays, that's what they're looking at. CCTV. They got people walking around checking.
Mate, all you got to do is where the big sounds are, just at a certain point, look up.
Yeah,
and you'll see there are teams of people on top of there are teams of people at the highest level of buildings or whatever, normally on the building, not in the building. They are visible if you look, but most people don't look up, you know what I mean? But they're there. They've always been there, to be fair, you know. So
we have Delani, she said can confirm we jump with the Riddim Tribe for the vibes. Yep, some band leaders.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to get a mixtape to Credable, man. I want some Riddim Tribe.
Ex-DTI man them.
In it. Oh gosh.
Well, boy, that I don't know if there's anything else you need to add, but as long as for me, I just wanted to speak to someone who's been at Carnival consistently, regularly, to come on the podcast and just explain just a little bit about the ins and outs. And I think you've more than covered the definitely the ins and outs of how Carnival works. But then, is this restriction going to help or hinder Carnival in any way? But you've clearly stated it's not gonna hurt it. In fact, it should actually help purify it. And I see a lot of people saying it might even bring down the madness on the roads, because they're not playing the jump up madness foolishness that could cause problems on the road anymore. But then, like I said, logistically, is that going to then push it inside? And you know what I mean? Is it going to cause problems? I always have a problem with logistics about any events. Even when I go to an event, the first thing I do is, where's the 3 exits? As soon as I walk in, where is the 3 exits? It's just me. It's just my mind. I need to know. Because if I need to get out of here, I need to know where I'm going. You know what I mean? But no, that's not. You know what? I'm glad you came on. What was it? Who was the someone's looking for Susu. Someone is looking for Susu, and we don't know.
Who are the bands that got chopped?
Got chopped. I can
only remember 2, but Tropical Fusion's one, and Jamaican Twisters the other.
Oh, they stopped the Jamaican.
Yeah.
So, but isn't that unfair, because they're a Jamaican mass band? So what else are they supposed to play?
That I'm not too sure how you. I mean, you could say because they were there before CV, the Notting Hill Trust or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Limited. They were there before they came in. So since they've taken over, obviously the same bands that were on the road obviously keep their passes and so on.
Yeah.
It's got to that time where they're like, nah, it's time to.
So it's more of a full stop thing. You lot are not going to basically be conducive towards the authentic sound, because they're naturally going to play more reggae, more different stuff. Is that what you think it is?
Yeah. I don't know how they see it. Obviously, I don't know how they see it. But can you let them back on the road, because you know exactly what they're going to do, right? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe give them a sound spot so they can just play what they're playing. You know what I mean?
Those things are hard to get hold of as well.
They're just as hard, mate.
Oh,
they're probably
man.
harder to get, to be honest.
Yeah, because they're not enough space, right?
they're harder to
because they keep locking off the road. If they opened up the roads and alleviate the thing and let people flow through, I swear, if they put carnival back how it used to be, but because they haven't got enough people in the police force anymore, they haven't got enough people to deal with things. You know what I mean? Come on, man. The riots showed it. They only had like a handful of people on shift when the riots kicked off.
They call people from all over the place.
They had to bring. They
do call them from all over.
For carnival, they have to coach people in.
Yeah,
they have to coach people in.
You know that they don't really. They hate it that day. Let's face it. They hate that day. Yeah.
So you know it's triple time. You know what I mean? Man's out here on some triple time business. You gonna work the bank holiday, Steve? Yeah, gotta go down at carnival. Yeah, you want it? Yeah. Get a little wine and some chicken, mate. Yeah. In there.
Oh dear, and they mean it as well.
I know, they're serious. We see a policeman getting a one wine.
You get me? Every year you're gonna see. You're guaranteed to see that.
They are moving the sound system, playing non-soca. Like, come on, imagine Rampage on wheels. That is them. Okay. Yeah, they can't do that. That'd be too much. And Haiti, Guadeloupe, and plenty other islands don't have representation. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that their own fault or what?
I don't think that's their own fault. I know a band, a newish band that's come out that represents Guadeloupe, I believe.
Okay.
So it's not like their fault. There are new bands that want to come in, and I think that's probably the good thing about this carnival committee, because they are letting new bands come in much easier, having to wait. But then there's kind of a flip side. So we had to wait out 3 years, be in a band, collaborate with a band, and then have our own. Whereas now you can just have a band on the road once you apply if there's enough space. So maybe they should collaborate first, like maybe 1 year or something like that, see what it's like. Because they might not want the smoke, you know what I mean? It's a lot. And then when they realize they come on the road, they might not be here for long. So, you know, there's kind of two sides to that. But yeah, new bands can come and represent themselves or whatever.
Well, that's good, especially if they represent a fresh island that's not represented. I think that's a good thing, because then again, it's a different sound. You know what I mean? It's a different thing. You mentioned, is it South American, Brazilian? Do they have a truck? Is it South American?
Yeah. So Brazil, they've got their own set of trucks. So, and they play samba on the road.
They play samba on the road. I followed one of their ones where I tell you.
Just like Brazil, basically just like Brazil Carnival, right? They're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't about that really. Yeah, man, they got their time, they got their space. It's cool.
Yeah. Hello, marketing saying we should lock off some of the sound system. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. Some of them are staple. You know what I mean? You know when you're going from Rampage round the corner, go up to Thingy Stone, Thingy Love, and go around and catch a food, and you know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
I think you can do that. I mean, they are just as big a part of Notting Hill Carnival as like the trucks on the road, really, because they help make it. So yeah, not really long.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. I'm going to do one of these things very, very quickly. I do believe it's this one. And I would like to say thank you to Mr. Credable for joining us this week. It's been a nice insight, my brother. Just giving us the real talk behind the scenes and how you feel, you know what I mean, that it will, Carnival's not going to be affected by this. Because when the news broke, everyone thought, wait a minute, they're banning Afro beats, they're banning hip-hop, they're banning dancehall. But that was media just selling a story. But we know now, we've got it certified. The Real Soundcheck, you know what I mean, done a little bit of due diligence. And it's more about the mass bands being authentic and bringing that authentic vibe. And we've established there's a little cost, so make sure you support your team, man. You know what I mean? Support your mass band any way you can. Help them get, you know what I mean, sponsor. If you hear of a brand, say, look, why don't you sponsor Carnival for exposure? Sponsor a band. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with saying it, man.
For real.
There's nothing wrong with saying it, and I would like to see more of that happen.
All right, we'll send them out if you need it.
Say that again?
We've got sponsorship packs, so we'll send them to you if you like.
Yeah. No, do that. Definitely do that. We're definitely of that mind frame to help out, you know what I mean? And you know come on, bruv, you know it's family. You know how we do. You know how we do. So once again, thank you, my brother, for taking part in tonight's show.
Weird.
What? Go on, Mr. Deagle.
We got away from the background stuff. I want to do a little bit of DJ stuff.
You want to talk some DJ stuff?
I want to talk some DJ stuff.
Okay.
You know like for example,
well, Credable, you don't mind if it goes in.
Even if it's a couple of minutes, like it's just little things like you know what, you know, every year there's a tune that is the biggest tune. From what you've heard so far, what is the tune for this year?
This year, DNA, Mikhail Teja, 100%.
Okay.
Listen out for that. Tune's big. It's nice. Not too fast.
I was going to say, let me have a look.
Let me get my pen. We can't.
DNA.
Yeah. Trinidad Carnival is basically next week.
I was about to say, how can you have tune of the year and there's still a couple carnivals?
Listen,
running?
I swear some of these artists just make these tunes and send them straight to Credable. Like, what do you think of this one? What do you think of this? Credible's got the tunes before everyone, bro. Come on.
So DNA is the artist or the name of the song?
That's the name of the tune. The artist is called Mikhail Teja. Yeah, man. Tune's bad. It's nice. Not too fast. Yeah, so if you don't like Soca, like bam, 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 it's a decent one, decent speed or whatever. That's the only one I can think of right now in my head. That is
okay. That is. So my next stupid question, and this really is a stupid question.
Go on then.
You going Carnival?
I'll say which.
Oh, Trini, innit?
I'm not.
You're not?
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I think this is like the first time that you haven't, right?
No. And you know what? I haven't been since before the pandemic. I went just before the pandemic to Trinidad.
Okay.
I'm good with Trinidad. I mean, right now, the main ones I go to are Saint Lucia, Barbados, and Grenada. So those are the main ones in Ireland.
Is it?
Yeah. And
okay.
then.
So where's your favorite that you play at? What's your favorite outside of the UK? Which country is your favorite to play in? Not
go to, just play at. He actually plays at these as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, you have to let the people them know, innit? I'm
Credable is world. Listen, Creds, if you're not going to say it, I'm going to say it. Creds is worldwide like that, bro. Come on.
Serious.
I mean, man's probably got like 3 passports, like stuck back to back to back with all the visas in it.
I ain't gonna lie, I have to travel with 2 as well, you know now. But
you see it there?
You
see it there?
What's my favorite to play at? My favorite one to play at the moment is, I would say, it is Grenada. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Ooh. Okay. I can see Mr. Thanos is not very happy with you as well.
I didn't say Saint Lucia.
Yeah. You keep going without him. Apparently.
Yeah. That is actually, but now that is I would say that's my favorite carnival at the moment.
Serious?
Yeah. Oh, for real?
And didn't you do a independence dance the other day for it, or a boat party or something? Was it? I
was just on there. Yeah, I wasn't playing for that one. I was just on there.
You were just there. Okay.
Yeah, they just put his name on a fly. He just turns up.
Stop it. Yeah, there's those, and then there's other carnivals in the US that I do as well. So Hollywood, I'm doing Atlanta this year.
You're doing what?
Yeah, Atlanta, Hollywood. I go on a regular basis, but Atlanta
Hollywood Carnival.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. You got one of the biggest artists back in it, Marshall Montano. He's back in that carnival. So yeah, it's just growing. Yeah, it's a nice carnival. So yeah, there's that. But Atlanta will be my first time going there.
Okay, bruv, you need to vlog that, video blog that, and put that on your channel, bruv, and document them things so we can get jealous from over here, bruv. You know what I mean? No, but I like watching DJs when they do that. Like when they take us into their world and where they go. I think it's just an amazing thing from that point of view, just to say, rah, man from the bits is internationally gone clear. Yeah. Like when Longers goes over to Cancun and things like that, when he does his little trips and stuff like that. Love seeing it. And Mr. Play out in Miami, I watch his videos, you know what I mean? It's good. Make sure you video anything. No, I've got a stupid question. I've got a stupid question now. I'm gonna ask my question now. Let me just do this. One second. Let me do this. And let me do this. Do you play any St. Kitts music? Do you play? You see some boxing glove. Do you play any St. Kitts Soca? Look at him. He has to cover his mouth because he knows.
I mean, I probably got one or two or three or.
Oh, don't upset my skin.
I mean, I couldn't off the top of my head say for a definitive there's like an artist that I know. I mean, Digger might be able to help me out. But yeah, we definitely got some St. Kitts Soca. I just can't remember any.
Akai Too Sweet, I think his name is. That's the new guy.
Akai Too Sweet. I'll look out for him.
Look out for him, man.
Yeah, if he's got a decent tune, man, we'll play it.
All right, just have to big up my little island. You know what I mean? We just do our thing. We kill you with Taliban's last year, but it's all right. We're all right. We're good.
Digger play St. Kitts. Yeah, man. Big up Digger.
Oh, Digger. Okay, he plays Soca. Okay.
There you go.
Salute. That's my silly question. I have to big up my island. Yeah, I need the help, man. I'm gonna start. Well, mine will start coming and build up the something. Nah, I won't do. It's not my thing. But I just have to ask.
Yeah,
have to ask. So, what's on the plans? Any events over here that people can look out for that you're spinning at or you're putting on?
Yeah, so 3rd of March we've got our band launch for the Riddim Tribe. So come down, you can see the costumes there. You can sign up and all that kind of stuff. That's happening at the Colour Factory in East London. Then we've got an old school boat party on the 6th of April. So that's then. I'll be in parties in between that time anyway. But yeah, those are the ones that we're holding anyway.
What's your Instagram? It's at
Credable RDR. So
Credable. And then just the letters RDR?
Mm-hmm. Release the
rhythm.
Let me see if is that right in the chat?
Yeah, that's the one.
Make sure you follow him so you can get all the information about the dates and the events and joining the mass band and just following a solid DJ on the circuit.
And get jealous at all his journeys.
And get like jealous when him there. We're going to put the H in front of it. International.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's good.
Worldwide.
Oh, someone likes a boat party.
Yeah, mate, look, that boat party. And
us.
That boat party is 2 floors, right? So you got one floor, all soca. The other floor is everything else. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's an old school boat party. He's got a touch of the new. Yeah, man, that's the one.
Is it?
Yeah.
When's that? April, yeah?
Yeah, April 6th. Yeah, man.
Is it? I swear I dropped off Reds to do that the other day. I might have to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it stationary boat or was the boat move?
Oh, it moves. It's probably the best boat party. Even though I'm blowing my own horn and all that kind of thing.
No, you have to boost your own thing, man. Yeah.
You know, I can be like, I'll say that other parties may be better or whatever, but this boat party, bad. If you love soca, old school, top floor. If you love everything else, like old school, your R&B, hip hop, garage, all that is on the downstairs floor. So yeah, that's the boat party right there.
And you can hear Butch Cassidy and Diesel back to back.
Yeah. I'll try and squeeze us in. Yeah. Let's see what
Well, you have to try and get booking when you can, you know. You have to try. We have to try.
No worry, we'll work something out because we have a few of them during the year. And with this one, we've got Milk Tray as the guest DJ. Usually, it's Big Business.
Of course.
We got Milk Tray on this one. So yeah, man, don't worry, we'll work.
That's family. So that's all good, man. But I'm coming though. Yeah, that sounds like a
definitely
a good night out, man.
Definitely.
Like a good night out. Even as DJs, I'm very selective where I want to shake my foot, and yeah, that sounds proper.
So Creds, I have to ask this. You see at this boat party, yeah? Do we get some doubles in that?
Oh, is there food? Is there food at your boat party? What, you don't even ship in one box of doubles or nothing?
No, unfortunately there ain't no food, man.
Oh.
Look, you give rum punch though. Come on now, you give rum punch. That's
okay. All right.
Yeah, but you need little balance, innit? I'll just get my own doubles and come and just get mash up on the boat, innit?
Something to soak up the rum punch, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, man. That's a date though. Definitely, I'm up for that.
Man. Yeah. April. I put that in the diary. Definitely, that's actually been written down. Here we go.
Look at Steve. No food, just rum.
You can tell it's a hardcore raver, innit?
That is Mr. Thanos for you, man.
That's it.
I'm telling you.
Gents,
chat, you know?
I think it's definitely been a brilliant one. I'm glad that we've ironed it out once again. Thank you so much, Cred, seriously, for responding and coming on. Really appreciate your words and your insight, bruv.
Cool. No worries.
100%.
And then, we'll definitely be hollering you, maybe near a carnival or whatever, just getting insight. And maybe even, because we're going to be starting doing some interviews, like finding out who you are and what you're doing. So, yeah, we'll definitely be calling you back. Definitely be calling you back.
Definitely.
Whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do our... What are we going to do? Let's do our bye-byes.
Bye-byes. But I enjoyed that, you know. I did. Yeah. I really enjoyed that because I learned something, man.
Yeah, I definitely like having someone with the insight of what's actually going on from the source. You know,
100%.
Yeah,
you know, it's like obviously like yourself, myself, we DJ'd on sound systems, but I didn't have a clue about what happens on the road.
No, not a clue.
You know what I mean? So it's it was nice to learn a little something and the challenges they face. You know what I mean? It kind of goes to show how easy it is for us on the sound system.
Just turn up and play.
Exactly.
But they've got a lot to organise and a lot of people to shift around and everything else. So big up. I love the insight. Thank you all for coming over to our new YouTube channel.
Yep.
Thank you. Look out for much more. This is the home. We are branded now. We have Twitch will be around, but we really want you lot to start getting on our YouTube channel, and we're going to grow it, and we're going to take our time. This is going to be the first show here, so you lot have really, you know what I mean, thank you. I'm just saying thank you. I'm giving you a round of applause. Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. Man. Catch us next week, same time. Definitely the rest of the gang should be about. Big up our brothers who are either busy or otherwise engaged, but we're here. We're always here each and every Monday, 9 o'clock. The Real Soundcheck Podcast.
Subscribe.
Yes, you know. As soon as you said it, may I look for see it there? You know?
I see UK Webboy. Salute for that, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, UK Webboy. Thank you, everyone. Got to get used to everybody's different names on YouTube now.
Yeah, it's like everybody change your name to your Twitch names, so we know who you are.
Steve, thank you for the subs. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, thank you. Really, really do. We want to build up the channel slowly, and it's all love, all conversation, all banter, and everything's going to be growing right here. So thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night and a blessed week, and we will catch up. Diesel.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you, brother.
Big up. Are you going live this week?
I think I might be on Chill Out Wednesday.
Okay.
I think I might be on Chill Out Wednesday. Yeah. I think I might be there.
Cool.
I might be there. Yourself?
Cool. I might jump on tomorrow night. I've got Old School Hip Hop Ray Train on Wednesday. Just you know what I'm like. I'm random, spur of the moment. Jump on.
Yeah.
If you're there, you're there. In fact, you know what? I am. Since we've just finished the whole conversation about Soca, I want to do a nice little Soca mix-up. So at some point this week,
yes,
I'm not sure when. Some point this week, I'll try
Look out for a pop-up.
Yeah, I'll try and let you know. But I kind of tend to be a bit sporadic with these things. But I'll try and let you know.
You can comment. Can you comment in the chat? Put up your Instagram, and then let them know about your Instagram, and then they'll be able to jump in on your. Put a comment in the chat, and then when you go live, they'll be able to follow you on Instagram and find out and do all of that. Oh, look at that for the culture. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. So once again, thank you, Credable. Mr. Diesel, it's love every time,
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir. Likewise, man.
And thank you, the watchers, seriously, for coming in and showing us love and following us on this little journey that we're doing as we transition over. All right?